Hello and welcome to DG360. We've been hitting the VR this morning right off the bat. We've been talking about Bone Lab. We just watched a video from thrillseeker that was really awesome, talking about customization, identifying with your avatar, with your game by loading directly your avatar into the game, having that connection. You can identify right off the bat. It's a great mechanism in which to like hook in. We had that like amazing Christmas morning feeling when we were watching the video. And now we're going to talk about Sword Art Online, and there's a couple gentlemen who are actually building the world in VRchat. I wanted to check it out because I'm a fan.
October 31st, 2022, SAO, a virtual reality MMO, began its first sales. A week later, the servers were up and players immersed themselves in the world using a full-dive virtual reality headset called the Nerve Gear that connected directly to your brain using electromagnetic pulses. Right now, it's September 2022, and although Sword Art Online itself doesn't currently exist, I've actually played the game through fan recreation.
So Ash is telling us that Fia, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, but we just watched Thrillseeker, and this girl is Thrillseeker's girlfriend. Is that correct? I don't know if they're married, a boyfriend, girlfriend, what the hell's going on, but like that's awesome. That's really awesome. Project
Einkrad. And you can too, because the entire thing is built inside of VRchat. I'm gonna explain to you how and also why it's so exciting and important. So lie down, grab your nerve gear, and get ready to become fully immersed in the ongoing SAO-inspired Project Einkrad.
This is cool.
It was 10 years ago that the anime came out, inspiring fans to be interested in VR for the very first time, including the likes of Oculus founder Palmer Luckey. Needless to say, it's been a piece of media with one of the strongest effects towards the entire industry. Heck, Zenith released at the beginning of this year, and the original Kickstarter raised almost $300,000 and recently $35 million in Series B funding. I think it's safe to say that people really want a real SAO to play, but nothing has quite hit that spot yet.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm here to talk about a fan project that's reaching to do just that. A project that will fully recreate its own version of Sword Art Online, aiming to include every single feature the game has to offer. But the whole thing started when Zarathax, a VRchat player with a passionate love for SAO's concept, had their own idea to recreate the simple idea of the iconic menu from the anime.
See you, Dark Spike. Have
a
good day, bro.
My name is Zarathax. I thought VR was amazing when I watched SAO, but I had no idea
Hurry back,
VR
man.
was coming.
Meetings are
I
boring.
realized that pointing your finger and swiping down, it's a very simple action. Everybody loved it, and that was when I realized,
Cool,
okay,
cool. I'll
I
check it
guess
out,
I should
Starlet.
Maybe keep doing this.
I like this content.
But little did Zarathax know at the time, soon the idea would be so popular among VR users that he'd have to band together with other VRchat programmers and builders to form Argus Development, a 20-person VRchat-based group devoted to creating Project Einkrad and fulfilling his—
It's going to be such a big space. Like, this whole space is just being realized. Like, there is so much innovation to happen in this space, man. I am so very excited. Every time I think about it, I just geek out. There is so much work to be done here. There is so much work, the connectivity, right? I'm very excited about this space. As a gamer, man, this makes me feel like a kid again. I am really happy with what I'm seeing lately. It's starting to connect with me. Like, we are going to, I think by 2033-ish, I think we're going to be in a completely different spot, just light years ahead of where we are right now. I think the space is just trying to figure out how to collectively be profitable, how to actually create something that can bring them in a revenue stream on the business side. But you notice when we're talking about a lot of these projects, you can literally smell the passion from your screen. There's a very big difference in the kind of, what I want to say, legacy game dev world compared to the VR dev world, right? Like, I feel the passion steaming right off the screen. Everybody who's getting into this space right now pretty much is doing it for the passion. It bleeds right through into the work, you know, and I cannot wait to see where we're at by 2033. It's going to be a completely different space, completely different.
His original vision of bringing SAO into virtual reality.
We can totally do all the things to make this into all of SAO.
Which is exactly what I experienced when recommended on stream to go check this world out.
Currently, the biggest things we have is, of course,
For sure,
very
chill
known
out.
menu, because it's something that everyone can recognize. If you've seen SAO, you know that you do this with your finger and the swipe
Oh,
motion.
shit.
And the really cool menu pops in front
That's
of you.
cool.
Anyone that is kind of a fan of
That's
SAO
so cool,
and doing
man.
this for yourself is pretty cool. You can also
That's more than pretty cool. That is like a direct connection to it. That is so badass. What a really simplistic idea that really didn't come about till recently. That's awesome.
use that same menu to access your inventory, take out a weapon, take out some teleport crystal or a potion or healing or whatever. There's this world seed that basically enables everything to function how it does. So it's like all the programming and everything is packaged into this seed. So we're actually pretty much doing that same thing. So once we have that world seed, we can just copy paste that into a different
motion
VRchat world,
sickness. I know,
and
dude.
potentially make
I
the
hear you,
second floor, the
Austin.
third floor, the fourth floor, all the way to up to 100. Making that first world seed is gonna take the longest, but once we have it, the second floor or the third world is gonna be a lot more faster to develop. Anything that's in the anime is gonna be in some way or another in the world. It's kind of like my dream, just being able to play SAO for myself.
With the basis of Project Aincrad being built upon the World Seed concept and interactable menu comes lots of additional features. You can earn money over time by just hanging out in the world, and
can you believe I've never played VRchat? Like, what is it like? Are there little shards? How big do the lands get? Like, how much area is there? I know you have to port around from land to land, very similar to like Second Life and shit. But like, how big of an area can you get or acquire? Do you have to buy them? Do you have to buy the land? I need to be versed in this. I need to be versed in this, man. I want to like walk around and just be like in it. I need a headset. I need to do this already. It's crazy. Lands can be enormous. They are all free. I can show you around. God damn it, Starlet. I'm telling you, like, I have to get a headset and do this shit already. It
buy
only makes
everything
sense.
from potion items
know?
to weapons that go straight into your inventory. The world
I
itself
love the
is
menu.
absolutely
I
gorgeous
love
to
this Sword
explore,
Art Online
and even
menu,
has
dude.
a
It's like-
day-night cycle and swimming to make it feel more alive. What's really interesting as well is their anti-cheat system that deliberately prevents you from
I
clipping in the
bet.
walls to peek, and a
As
system
somebody
that
who
makes
plays
you
Second
unable
Life
to
a
play
lot,
space
yes, I
drag
know
or
those
no-clip
places.
more than a couple feet, which is to prevent cheating and also protects the validity of the experience, especially when it comes to PvP combat. The most impressive feature, however, is the first of its kind VRchat save system. Any items, experience, and progression you've made are specifically tied to you, so that you can leave the map at any point and then return in a totally different instance later and pick up exactly where you were before, which is a feature that VRchat has yet to implement natively.
Wow.
This is what's implemented right now, but all of these systems like the marketing, trading, and combat...
Okay. I have to applaud that. That I have to, right. I don't play it, but I heard it. And what I heard was VRchat cannot offer it, but the mod in VRchat can. That blows my mind. That's actually very, very cool. That's something where the actual modders are trumping the developers of the game that they're playing the mod in. That is really kind of crazy to think about. That is very crazy to think about.
That will be improved later on. Same goes for improving the buildings and terrain locations, because every asset
wouldn't
in the
want
map
to,
is
though. You know what I
custom-made
mean,
by
Bern?
Argus's 3D models. The public
Like, I
version of
feel like
PvP
it'd be
just released in
sacrilegious
the
to do
live
that.
version this week, and the PvE against enemies is likely going to be implemented in the next couple of months. So even though the features haven't been fleshed out to the fullest extent, the map is totally explorable and playable right now. And once level 1 is complete, the rest of the 99 levels will be even easier to create. A full Aincrad to explore.
Wow.
The reason why we're not using our own development and do it from scratch, that would involve a lot of economical investment, because we would need servers, we would need to pay for the equipment for just hosting the game itself.
Udon is the system we can use to program things in VRchat, and it is really powerful in the sense that basically anything you can do within the Unity game engine, you can also do within VRchat.
Wow.
So every single line of code we write, we have to be very careful and make sure that it's really optimized.
All the code that is in the world
I
is
love this.
custom-made.
Udon is really slow.
With the
When
hands.
I use a sword to hit someone, it might take half a second or even a second and a half for the other player to see that. That becomes a very big issue very quickly, because it's going to feel unfair, of course.
Man, why don't all companies like have business meetings in VRchat, dude? So, Teresa, can you give me the monthly numbers? Can you give me the monthly numbers and projections? well, like you know, like for the love, that would make it so. That would make those meetings so interesting. Who was going to a meeting? Was Dark Spike just saying they were going to a meeting and they'd be right back? I think Dark Spike was like, hold on, I got a meeting I go to. When I get back to my desk here, I can watch and have a good day with you guys. Like what if he just like popped on a headset? Teresa, you're glitching. Teresa, we told you cannot be sexy anime characters with your boobies hanging out. We told you can't show up to the meetings with this avatar. Please. No, Teresa, please. Oh, I can't stop. I'm really paying attention to you, though. I am really.
Although we might wish that this was a standalone application, I actually think that it's really awesome that the Argus team has been able to create all of this in VRchat.
I would love it. I would love it.
Well, that's what makes Argus really special. Zerathax never intended to create a whole game. He was inspired through VRchat to create a fun homage to SAO with a cool menu system just to show friends. But that small action was enough to inspire a handful of people to join in and do the same. It's hard to believe that so many people have joined in to make this happen for players just like me and you, completely out of passion. The only money they get are splits off of Patreon. It's not an indie game studio, even though they're doing things that one would do, just out of love and for free.
Oh, release dates.
No idea.
We
There's always gonna be more.
Thank
There's always
you.
gonna be more
666.
The animates make it a better game.
never tell fans
Thank you.
of a computer game a release date, because when you don't make that date, they tend to get very vocal and angry. The internet is very unforgiving.
And the internet is becoming much more and more Reddit. Like all of the internet is becoming Reddit these days. Listen, I think in game development, I think that's what devs have learned. And I think when they're asked for a release date, a lot of them will say, nope, I'm not going to tell you. I don't need it. I don't want the pressure.
I'm telling you how things are.
Whether or not it's finished anytime soon, right now it functions enough that you can play. Even if you don't know anything about SAO, it's still an enjoyable place to check out. And hey, if you want to contribute too, then there's a whole Google form to fill out. Earlier this week I created a shorts channel to post a preview of this video. But on TikTok it's got well over 500,000 views, which is pretty awesome, but I'd rather be posting YouTube shorts, so please subscribe to there for more short form content soon. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content just like this. Anyways,
I dig it. I dig what she's doing. And you know, the crazy thing is YouTube is all befuddled when it comes to trying to connect these shorts to long view content, you know, long form content. YouTube has completely miffed it up. They don't know how to like connect shorts with like your channel. And they don't know how to like integrate shorts and the analytics with shorts in the long form content. It's basically separated. The long form from the shorts is completely segregated. There's like a line in the middle of the sand, and they have not merged these two together to properly help out content creators at all. Shame YouTube. Hold on, let me shame. I gotta shame YouTube here. Just they
Shame.
They're trying to get those shorts on there to compete with TikTok, right? And I see a lot of content creators trying to make shorts thinking that will help their channels grow. It will not help your long form content. Like if you're a long form content creator, shorts is not going to help you. And that's kind of a shame, because that means that YouTube did not design that correctly at all. Back to the show.